Nice one, guys. That's a ballsy move. Team sheet news. It looks like Leno, Monreal, Liechtenstein, who replaces Niles because of obviously the red card last week, and Torreira and Mkhitaryan are the guys that come in. So he's making 5 changes from the team that beat Valencia. He's doing what I thought that he probably wouldn't do. So Lacazette and Aubameyang are both going to be playing today. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, whether we have a really good first half and then he just takes them off after 60 minutes. Either way, he's going to have to reserve some of the strength in the team to cater for what's going to happen on Thursday night, because that's when we're really going to need him. So it's a really ballsy move today as I'm walking to the station. It looks like Chelsea was 2-0 up against Watford, and Huddersfield had drawed Man United 1-1. So I haven't checked the scores in regards to those games, but it looks like Emery's looking at it and thinking, well, we've still got a chance for top 4. It all depends on what happens on the last week. You know, I mean, all the drama is going to be built up for the last week of the Premiership and the top 4, and it's not been this exciting for a long time in terms of where everybody is. Who knows? Spurs, if they lose next week, may not even make the top 4. So really, it's up to everybody today to see if they can push them as far as they can. Well done to Chelsea, obviously, for getting the result that they needed, and they're pretty much going to be okay with a result next week. But really, guys, we don't know where the chips are going to land after it's all said and done. But I just thought that Emery would take a more conservative approach to today. Maybe he'll do that if we have a good first half, I don't know. But that's really the team sheet, guys. Looks like we're going for it, so we'll talk to you after the game. See you guys later. So there you have it, guys. Every time this team gets in a position to do something, it just cannot put it together, and it's indicative of our form this season. Today's game explains the reasons why a lot of people think that Emery has just had an average season. Have we improved under Emery? Not much. I mean, slightly. Not in defence. In attack, not so much. In the midfield, yes, because our shape is better. We're a little bit more dynamic in the midfield, and obviously the added pressing has made a change to a lot of the games, especially against the top teams. But have we changed in respect to the mindset, the lack of... I mean, today was awful. Today, there was a lack of movement, not much inventiveness. Even when we started getting on top of them, when we were starting to figure it out, we did 3 substitutions, which pretty much killed the game. There's so much was wrong with today, guys. The biggest thing was, obviously, the team sheet was really good, but the tactics wasn't. Playing the diamond is just something that we never really have done this season. Couple of times. The last time we played the formation was Liverpool, which was way back in last year. And trying to fit Torreira in a diamond just doesn't work. You need him to sit as deep as possible. That didn't happen, and he didn't really get into the game today, and the defensive duties was left up to Xhaka, and we all know how that worked out. It was like a leaky bucket. Everything was going through him, nothing was working. We were always on the back foot. The shape of the diamond gave us no consistency when we were being attacked on. We didn't press as much today, and we invited them on. It was horrible. You know, I just cannot understand why you would come in a game like this and play a formation. The last time we had this formation, as I said, was against Liverpool. That was 6 months ago. Why on earth would you do that in a game like today? And really, they were trying to accommodate Mkhitaryan and Ozil. And for a game like this, just put Ozil on the bench or put Mkhitaryan. Just choose one or the other. Don't play them both, because the system and the team's not really suited for that. A shout out to Aubameyang. Worked hard today. I know Lacazette always does. You know, that's his game. And really do we see Aubameyang play well off the ball, and he did today. So big props to you today. They weren't rested, so they're going to be pretty jocked by the time Thursday comes. But overall, very, very disappointed. Top 4 has gone. Not that it wasn't gone before today. You know, the form has just been horrible of late. Although I've said Aubameyang's played well, how many chances did he have? How many chances does he need to score? He's clinical, as you know, and he just couldn't find the back of the net. One chance where he had a cross came in and he volleyed it. It was probably 6 or 7 yards out, goes straight over the bar. That should have been in the back of the net. just a real disappointment today. And Xhaka, for giving that penalty away, what on earth was he thinking? Not only that, but giving a penalty away at that point when the forward actually overplayed the ball. The ball was, he couldn't have reached the ball. He was never going to get there. And for Xhaka to bring him down was just unbelievable. I really don't understand why a player would do that at this level to cost his team. It's over, guys. It's done. Top four is gone. And as I said, it was probably gone weeks ago. But I mean, right now, all legs in one basket, as I said, which should have been the Europa Cup. You just have to hope that these guys are going to have the legs for Thursday. And listen, let's make another video tomorrow, and then let's talk about overall what he's been able to achieve this season. Because I don't personally think that Emery has moved. He has made improvements in the midfield, but he hasn't really moved the team on as forward as we had hoped to. And you know, for a manager of his caliber, you would expect him to have done something with the defence. And we are as bad defensively as we were under Wenger. There's no two ways about that. And for me, that's a big disappointment. I'm not happy with that side of where the team has gone this season. In attack, we haven't been as good because he sat Ozil for 4 months. It really disrupted the flow of the attack. We weren't creating any chances at all, and that doesn't lead to anything. So I think that we've you know, Emery's had a mixed bag this season. There's been many times where he's been his own worst culprit, and that is tactically, that's with his decisions to bench players. I'm not going to talk about injuries because injuries always plays a part, and Wenger suffered injuries worse than any manager that I've ever known. So listen, let's reflect on this in the week, and then we'll have to do a breakdown of the whole season and have a look at it as a whole. But I'm not happy with where this season has finished. Top four was there for the taking, and we weren't on it. In this situation, we just couldn't pull it out the bag, so it's gone, lads. All right, talk to you later. Catch up. Peace out, guys.